Thanksgiving plans include preparing a feast for family and friends, where you're going to want to be sure you have all the essentials for cooking that holiday dinner. Nancy Herring, who owns Now We're Cooking, has brought some of the must-haves for the big day.
You got it.
Big show.
You got
So
it.
what are some of the essential gadgets that we need for preparing Thanksgiving dinner?
What I brought were things to make the bird with, because the bird's the centerpiece and you need to have it ready to go. So I brought things, one of the hot things these days is brining a turkey, which basically means soaking your bird in a mixture of salt, spices, and water for anywhere from 10 to 24 hours. So most people don't have a pan big enough to do that. So this is a brining bag. It's a giant plastic bag. Your bird can fit in it with the water, with the spices.
Now, what's the benefit to brining it? I'm always
It gives
a little
flavor
gray
to your
on that.
bird, and it keeps it from drying out. That's the problem a lot of people have. My turkey was too dry. Brining it does some magic things with the molecular structure and allows water to go into the bird, and so you have a much moister bird. And people will think they'll think you're the best cook in the world if you do that.
You are an expert.
Exactly.
So this is the spices that we use to...
Yes, you can do your own spices, but this is also totally done for you, so you don't have to worry. It's one less thing to worry about.
Great, sure.
So you've got your bird, it's brined, it's thawed, and also remember the size of your bird and how long you have to thaw it. You cannot buy a frozen bird on Wednesday and expect to cook it Thursday. So do a little counting backwards there.
You gotta do some planning, right.
But when you've got your bird going, how do I know if my turkey is done?
Right, yeah.
That's what all of these thermometers are for. First, I did bring an oven thermometer because if you're not sure what your oven's doing, an oven thermometer will tell you if your oven is accurate or not. So that's one thing. But there's many thermometers. I brought instant read thermometers, I brought leave-in thermometers, I brought probe thermometers.
Which would you recommend? Because this is something that I'm always, as we were talking during the break, I don't trust my meat thermometer.
Exactly.
So.
Okay, couple of things. If you have a conventional meat thermometer, you're going to put it in your bird in the oven, leave it in the entire time it's cooking.
Leave it in the entire time, okay.
Those are a little old-fashioned. We still sell a lot of them. Instant reads, which these are all instant reads, and this probe is an instant read. What they will do is you still have a figure, you still have to know about how long it's going to take. My bird weighed 16 pounds. The chart says it should cook for about 3.5 hours. I want it to be 165. So you're going to take an instant read thermometer, you're going to stick it in the turkey, get a reading, and then take it out of the turkey. You're not going to leave it in.
Okay.
Unless you have the probe, in which case this has a probe that goes into your turkey. It has a cord that snakes through the oven door. Close the oven door around it. This lives on the outside.
So you can just check it out right there. You don't even have to open it. That's great.
And you'd ask me if you know your thermometer is accurate. You can't test a thermometer at boiling because water boils at wildly different temperatures because of our altitude. You can test a thermometer at freezing.
Okay.
So if you have an instant read thermometer and you want to know, fill a glass full of ice water, put the thermometer in there, it should read 32 degrees.
32 degrees.
Which is,
great.
you know,
So, and then we've also got here, and this is a big one too.
This is a big one. If you don't have a roasting pan, you might have something that you can use. It doesn't have to have a cover. Most do not have a cover nowadays.
Really? Okay, that's good to know.
You tint it with foil. You take the foil off towards the end to get the little brown on the outside. If you're using something like one of those disposables from the grocery store, you know, the aluminum ones, put it on a cookie sheet. Because it is so unsteady. You've got a 16-pound bird. It's hot as fire. You do not want to pour that on yourself. So you want something steady. A rack is excellent. These happen to be large stand-up racks. A flat rack. This is one if you already have a pan.
We can use this, and this is really sturdy.
It's very sturdy. It's not going to buckle under the weight of a turkey. The question we get a lot is they'll say, I have a 32-pound turkey. Buy 2 smaller turkeys as opposed to one ginormous turkey.
Right, because then you need a new oven.
Well, it probably won't fit in your oven.
Right.
You know, we have a smaller oven at work. I have a turkey roaster, an old one with the lid. I cannot put it in the oven.
Wow.
So test that before you get the bird in the pan ready to go, because if it doesn't fit in your oven, you're no good.
Right.
I brought a couple of fun things for afterwards. When you're making gravy, you've got all that drippings, and you want to separate it. A gravy separator is just a pitcher with a spout coming from the bottom. So when you pour your gravy drippings in there, the fat will automatically rise to the top. This pours from the bottom. So what you're pouring off is the good product,
just the good stuff,
to make the gravy with. The fat you can throw away.
And just real quick, so our viewers can go out and stock their kitchen. Where is Now We're Cooking
We are at the northwest corner of Academy in Wyoming. It's a shopping center that has a Whole Foods grocery store in it. We've been there almost 22 years. We're open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday, and starting this Sunday from now until Christmas, we'll be open 11 to 4 on Sunday.
Oh, wow, great.
So we're ready to help you with all your Thanksgiving. We didn't talk about pies or mashed potatoes or all those other things, but we can
There's
help
a
you with
whole
that
show
too.
just about
You got
Thanksgiving,
it. You got
really,
it.
yeah.
It's a great meal. Don't be afraid of it. Turkey's not hard to do.
Right.
And your friends and family will think you are the best cook in the world when you bring
That's
out that
always the
beautifully
best.
brown turkey.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so